Well, hey, and here I am for another record store day. 20 degrees out, sitting outside of Budget Music, and somehow I'm the first one in line. How about that? We should be lining up right about there, right over my shoulder here. All right, so let's see what I get after the intro. All right, I am done with record store day. I've actually sitting at our LA record shop and was really surprised they're not even open. I'm really kind of surprised. We usually start at the 1, and then they usually open like a half hour later, and they usually got like a breakfast buffet thing too, which is really kind of cool because they do serve, they're like a hot dog restaurant too. Normally a record shop and a hot dog restaurant is pretty cool, but they'll do these breakfast buffets, these waffle buffets, and I'm really shocked they're not doing it. But I'm outside of their parking lot, so I thought I would do this year, sitting in the front seat of my car with no Paul McCartney. But I do got a couple of things that I picked up. I wasn't really looking at much. I know the Ringo thing, I'll have that there, is now available for pre-order from Friday Music. So they obviously chose not to have it for Black Friday Record Store Day 2025. So it's going to be available, I think, in January or something. I think it says on there. So yeah, check that out. That was kind of my primary thing to come out for. My secondary thing I did get, and I surprised myself picking up something else, but it is Beatley. And I said I probably wouldn't collect it, but the price didn't shock me too bad. So let's take a look at what I got and see here. I'm going to start with the non-Beatley one, but the main one I was kind of looking at, which would be the Tom Petty, the live anthology. Really cool. I know it's going to be a record store day first, so not anything too crazy. I just realized I'm going to turn my fan down. There's the back on it. Kind of get you the hype sticker. I'm usually not using this camera like this, so there we go. I think you can kind of see it there, and it is numbered. So I think I gotta double check that again. 10207. I think you might be able to see it there. But anyways, let's get this opened. Well, actually, I'm gonna read you the hype sticker. I've been doing that lately. So the live anthology from the Vaults Volume 1, 14 songs on 2 LPs, curated by Tom Petty, live classics, covers, and rarities. First time on vinyl. Limited edition pressed on turquoise vinyl for Record Store Day. So this was kind of the main one I was really looking for. I even brought my picks along, knowing I was doing this. Let's find a certain Beatle, because he was bandmates with Tom, and we might have something else related to him here. So, of course, with the Traveling Wilburys. So I get this George Harrison Revolver one. That'll be the pick of the pick for the day. The pick of the day. So let's get this opened. I see other people do unboxings in cars, so I thought, why not give it a try? Even though it's 20 degrees outside right now, and slightly snowing. My sister calls it's her birthday today. She calls it snow globing. Get the shrink wrap off. Take a look here. It's a really matte finish to it. Really kind of nice. I think I could actually show you the spine pretty good here in this setup. And there's the back again. So we got a nice gatefold here. Oh boy. So there we go. Hopefully you can see that all. The way this setup is, you're not going to see everything. So and let's see. Really nice inner sleeves here. So we got Tom there. I think you can see that pretty good. And then the back there with the information. Wish they were poly-lined, but no. And there is that turquoise vinyl, which looks just great. Here's side 1 and side 2. I'll get disc 2 out. Just checking there's no other goodies there. I didn't think there would be, but always good to check. So there is the inner sleeve for disc 2, and then the information on the back. Now we got side 3 on the turquoise vinyl, and side 4 on the turquoise vinyl. Which looks just great. There was So there was Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, the live anthology from the Vaults Volume 1 on the turquoise vinyl, really great. Very happy I got to pick that up. There was only one there, and I know somebody else wanted one too. Now this one surprised me because I said I wasn't going to get this, but the Ringo thing didn't happen. So I was like, oh, I kind of wanted to get something Beatle-y today. Well, there was another Beatle there. And something I don't really collect, but I just recently got that zoetrope from the Lennon estate. The war is over. Happy Christmas, war is over. So I saw this, and the price wasn't wretchedly horrid. I'll show you the hype sticker here. So I thought, well, I'll get one. I think the image on this one is really cool, and if I do ever change my system, maybe these zoetropes might be better to collect. And these are numbered too. Gonna show you there. So I got 4173. I don't know, can't remember what they're numbered to. But anyways, the hype sticker, Dark Horse Records presents George Harrison, Living in the Material World, 50th Anniversary Zoetrope Edition. So it is the 50th anniversary mix, and we should be pretty familiar. It just lists the track list from there. We should be pretty familiar with that. And then all the Dark Horse information and all that. And I think this, I'm going to leave the shrink on for now. And once again, we'll use that George Harrison to open up the George Harrison one, right? And just take a look at this outside of the package here. So just kind of with the record out, that's kind of what we look like. So it's about the same both sides, it looks like. So not sure if I got you side 1 or side 2 there. Looks like different symbols depending upon what side you're on. So there's the one. We'll get it out of the sleeve here, kind of hold it up. There we go, and hold it up there. So that is the record, and I see there was a couple other little goodies that were in there. So I think, yeah, usually you get the little booklet or pamphlet here. So there's the front, the back. It does open up here. So we get the picture from the gatefold and that. And then also had the little card, I think, that tells you kind of how to operate a zoetrope, which is not as easy as it sounds. I'm sure just playing the record it's totally fine, but getting the image to kind of do its thing, it's a little more difficult. But anyways, that was my pickup, so not much. And the only other thing that I was looking at, and I really doubted I was going to find it, I always watch Spin Me Round Records. They got their YouTube site, and they every year for Record Store Day, for Black Friday Record Store Day, regular Record Store Day, they'll show kind of their setup and do a quick little flip through so you kind of get to see it. And I always judge what we're going to have at my record shops based on that, because if they got a lot of something, probably we're going to see it. If they got, you know, less than 10, we're probably not going to see it. And the other one I was looking for, there was only one that I saw in their video there, so, and I didn't get it. But I don't know, I was kind of give or take on that anyway. So, but anyways, that is my pickups for Black Friday Record Store Day of 2025. Little George Harrison and a little Tom Petty, so a couple of traveling Wilburys there. So all right, but anyways, I'm gonna get signing out. Before I do that though, once again, I want to thank all my subscribers, and thanks to you new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and do hit the notification bell so you know when I got new videos coming out. Also, please give the video a like if you liked it, and like I always say, if you stuck around to this point, you must like it, so please give it a like, and do leave a comment. I love having a discussion with everybody. Let me know what you picked up for this Black Friday Record Store Day 2025 edition. Did you get similar to me, or all kinds of crazy stuff? Who knows? And maybe you're still waiting in line, because I was number one in line and there were only like 5 other people that ended up coming out behind me after, you know, I kind of lined up out there and before they opened the doors, I guess at 10, and there was only like 5 people waiting. So 20-degree weather and a little bit of snow in the air, I think, kind of keeps us North Dakotans away. So unless of the crazy ones like me, I guess. But anyways, I'm going to give fully signing out. I'm Beetle Dustino, signing out.